Hey there, cinema fans. This is Robert Anderson, aka the Cinema Maven, the ultimate cinema lover. Yeah! So today, I've got something I've got to get off my chest and rant about. Now, I'm not really a fan of rant videos. I don't really do this stuff, but I think whenever I do have something that concerns me and that I need to just get off my chest, I think I'm going to do that because, I am the type of person that speaks his mind and just tells it like it is, and that's how everybody should be. So what is it that I'm going to rant about? I will tell you exactly what, and that is 4 common things that occur in television sitcoms. These 4 things that occur in television sitcoms have been going on for decades now, and I am so freaking tired of it. What are those 4 things? We're going to go over them right now. Number 4, the camping trip type episode. Where a family decides to have a nice, wonderful, fun family trip, where they go up to the mountains, they stay in a cabin, and then all heck breaks loose. It goes from, desiring to have a great, family camping trip to it all going to crap. Kind of like it's kind of like a National Lampoon's Vacation type of thing, where every single vacation movie is just them trying to have a wonderful vacation and it just all goes to crap. Okay, those movies are funny, but I'm tired of every single family sitcom trying to involve something like that. Because the family just goes through the same exact thing up in the mountains. Where either their car is having trouble and it gets worse from there, like bears will wind up getting into their cabin somehow and eating their food and chewing up their clothes and all that stupid stuff. I mean, why do we keep doing that? What is the point of this? Now, some are probably going to defend it by saying, like, oh, well, it's relatable. I mean, a lot of people have been through stuff up in the mountains. Look, I don't freaking care. Yes, a lot of us have been through crap vacating up in the mountains. Yes, we have. But that being said, why does it always have to be such a trend in family sitcoms? Can we do something different for once? This has to stop. Enough with the cabin in the woods kind of episode. Number 3, stop with the episodes that take place in the 1950s. Enough is enough with that. Stop. Now, I'm sure many of you know what I'm talking about. Every single television, family sitcom always involves some kind of a funny episode where, a group of family members or friends like imagine themselves in the 1950s, and that's where the comedy ensues. It's been going on for years, like even in the 70s, I think. I mean, just stop already. Stop it. Now, a lot of you are probably going to say, like, what, you got a problem with the 50s? No, I do not have a problem with the 50s. The 50s were freaking amazing. Sure, I wasn't around in that time, but I'll tell you something. I could tell how amazing that the 50s were. There's a lot of films based in the 50s that I love, from American Graffiti and then Grease and films like that. There's television sitcoms from the 50s I love, from I Love Lucy, and blah, blah, blah. I love all that stuff. That is amazing. There's so many things about the 50s that were great. I mean, from the music and the beautiful cars and everything. I mean, so much cool things about the 50s. So I do admire the 50s. I'm just tired of seeing a trend in television sitcoms where we have to involve an episode where the family members or group of friends imagine themselves in the 1950s. It has to stop. Number 2, stop with the compilation episodes. Stop. Enough is enough. What do you mean compilation episodes? What are you talking about? Well, if you don't watch television that often, or television shows, a lot of them don't really impress me that much these days, but for years and years, there's always some type of episode that's a compilation episode where the group of family gets together, and they're going over a family album. Like there's a couple of family members going over the family album of pictures, and they'll be like, oh yeah, do you remember that? Do you remember that? And then more of the family members come into the living room, and they're all like, hey, what are you guys doing? They're like, oh, we're just going over some old family albums right here. And they'll be like, oh yeah, let me join in. Then more of the family members come in, and everybody gets in on the whole thing. And that's when everything occurs in the compilation crap. So then that's where the producers of the shows and the studios really get freaking lazy. Even the directors, they get really freaking lazy, and they'll be like, I don't want to have to write something. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to have the family, just think back on past episodes. So what do we see? We see just footage from past episodes that we've already seen. Stop with that. That is laziness, and we want to see some originality here. Why are you doing that all the time? Enough with that. Number one, and this is the biggest one of all, stop adding an episode that involves a monkey. Enough is enough. Monkeys are not funny. They never have been funny. Okay? I don't care what your excuse is about, when it comes to adding a freaking monkey. Like, well, they're easy to train, and, you could get them to do anything. When you want them to be happy, they can be happy. When you want them to be sad, they'll be sad. When you want them to be angry, they'll be freaking throwing things or whatever. I don't care. I don't care if they're easy to train. Why do we keep doing that? Why is it such a trend? You may hear the audience laughing, the studio audience laughing, but you know what? It's pity laughter. But you know what? The reason why they're laughing is because they just want to get this over with. Because they know that you're being lazy and coming up with some fresh ideas, which you can come up with. But you don't want to. You're just freaking lazy. It's freaking ridiculous. So they decide to laugh for you because they want to get this over with, because they want to see fresh episodes. They want to see something new happen. Because they want to see that show keep going. Stop with the monkeys, for crying out loud. Enough is enough. That is all out of my system. I just had to get that out because I'm tired of seeing it. What are your guys' opinions about that in television sitcoms? Do you think it's a trend that should keep going? Do you think it's a trend that should stop? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Cinema Maven. Keep getting your cinema on. Peace.